Hey guys, it's Finalizing, welcome back to episode 61 of my Manchester City career. Now in today's episode we are going to be hopefully playing a big final against Liverpool at the end of today's episode, and also getting through the rest of the Premier League fixtures as well in today's episode, so looking forward to that. First of all, game against West Brom, that's going to be simmed, and then like I say, we do have other big important matches to be played. That's Chelsea in the semi-finals, the second leg of that to be played in today's episode afterwards. Then we'll sim Burnley and Aston Villa, and then we'll get to the game against West Ham to obviously be able to lift the Premier League title, and then we'll have the game against Liverpool at the end of today's episode in the FA Cup as well. And if we do get into the final of the Champions League, that'll be next episode for what will be the final episode of the season, maybe even the series. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you want us to continue into another season, or do you want to try something new? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's crack on with today's episode. Before we do though, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. This is the team I'm going to go with. Futrell's going to start in goal. We've got Humphreys, Grant at right back, Otamendi, Hernandez and Zinchenko in defence. Also Fred, Diaz and Douglas Luiz in midfield. Garcia, Aguero and Insua there as our front three. So lots of changes, but we played against Chelsea a few days ago. We've got Chelsea yet again in a few days as well. We're not going to be playing the match, we'll be simming it, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, then here we go for this game. Not too many stronger players on the bench either, to be honest, so it has been rotated quite heavily. Hopefully going to be enough to get ourselves a victory. Certainly on paper it should be, but this game throws up odd results sometimes. 30 minutes in, still remains 0-0, approaching half-time, looking for a goal if we can get one. And Fred scores, making it 1-0, 42 minutes in. Into the second half, we're going to skip. Finishes 2-1, we get ourselves the 3 points. Still aiming for 100 points and still very much on track to be able to do that. I think we're now on 93 with, I think, 3 games left. This week, Costa goes up to 80 overall. That's great news. Got Vieira going up slightly as well, getting a little bit closer to 68 overall. But good to see Costa going up. Certainly going to be competing in our squad a little bit more, and maybe even featuring due to the amount of injuries that we currently have in the team as well. So very happy with that. So let's get on to game against Chelsea. The second leg, we won the first one 3-1, so 3 away goals. Hopefully going to do a similar sort of thing in this game. Okay, so this game against Chelsea, this is the team I'm going to go with. Ederson starts in goal. We've got Maffeo, Stones, Tara and Delph in the team, with Goretzka, Malcolm, Gundogan in front of them. Sterling, Jesus and Bernardo Silva as our front three, so a few changes here and there as well going forward. Bench is looking like this. Company, Tosin, Fred, Foden, Messi, Costa and Mbappe all on there. Messi was going to start, but look at his pace. He was going to start on the left-hand side, but Bernardo Silva is by far the faster player, so we've gone with him over Messi. He's also a better overall now as well. Messi declining a lot with his physical stats, but yeah, we are going to start with him on the bench, see whether we need him or not, and let's crack on with this game, hopefully try and get ourselves into the final. Okay, here we go for this game against Chelsea. Let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves a victory, try and play convincingly as well. Obviously need a good performance in this game to get us through to the final. In the last fixture, we ended up conceding first, I think, against Chelsea, had to come back, went on to win it 3-1, but obviously don't really want to be conceding if we can help it, certainly not conceding first anyway. Sterling ball through there, looking for Malcolm, free kick. So in a good position actually here. If you're good at free kicks, it would be a great chance. Maybe more of a right-footed than a left, but left could be interesting for us. Who's good at free kicks? Malcolm's pretty decent, he's left-footed. Then we might have to go left, even though it's going to curl towards the goalkeeper. We'll see how this gets on anyway. Malcolm goes for it and deflects. Jesus, go on, take a touch, shoot. Oh, blocked again. Out front of the corner, we started off really well, better than Chelsea by far, but unable at the moment to find the back of the net. And we are going to try and again get it back in through John Stones, maybe. No. Ball through there, look for Bernardo Silva, it's found him nicely. He's going to go for a cross into the middle, it gets blocked and out for another corner. Keeps happening. I've said that line too many times, only 20 minutes in, and I keep going to say it's blocked and out for a corner, and it's almost annoying myself and we're only just starting the game. Keeps happening though, good defending so far by Chelsea. Malcolm to the liver, Stones is in there, and again, headed away. Gundogan there with a strike, but blocked again by the defenders. Malcolm looking to Bernardo Silva, he just about gets there with a little bit of luck. Bernardo Silva straight at the goalkeeper, who pounces on the second attempt, and we should do better. It's got to be better than that, got to go across the opposite side of the goalkeeper more than we did. It was too far out the keeper, and consequently quite easily saved. Corner to defend ourselves here. Chelsea going to deliver this through Eden Hazard. Can we clear this one away? Gundogan should try and get there. He doesn't, and oh my days, it's off the post as well. I thought he'd gone off play, to be honest, but we've got ourselves a chance to counter-attack here. Look for a ball through, but cut out. Frustrating, because that would have been a great opportunity. Maybe could have continued running with it. Chance here for Chelsea. Eden Hazard to deliver. Can we clear this one away straight away? Oh, easy as that. Sterling still going. This is good. Sterling going to go for a cross now into the back post of Bernardo Silva, and headed out for goal. No, corner. I was going to say I thought it was a corner, but I thought the ref had pointed to for a goal kick. And again, cleared away by the Chelsea defence. I have to change some of the set pieces because they're not really working for us. Malcolm. Oh, we just played it through to Jesus and the whistle goes. Frustrating because that was a very good chance. Really annoyed about that. It's half time, it's 0-0. It's been a really frustrating first half as well because we've been the better team in terms of going forward, but we've done really very little on the ball. It's been pretty poor in terms of chance creation. And yeah, just a generally bad game. Not particularly exciting for either side. I want some competition from Chelsea, but Chelsea aren't really giving us that. They're not looking very good going forward, but we are going forward much more than they are, but just not doing anything with it. Ball through here to Raheem Sterling, that's more like it. Jesus with a great pass through, and Sterling's running through on goal here. Got to beat Courtois when he does, that's more like it there. 4 minutes in to the second half, we're winning the game 1-0. 49 minutes in, and yeah, impressive start. Very quick start as well, straight into Jesus, who flicks it on to Sterling. Massive space behind the fullback. Sterling runs through, good quality finish, 1-0. 4-1 and aggregate now. Chance for Roberto, saved by Edison. Jesus looking to try and run at the Chelsea defence now. Can he get past anybody here? He does just do that with his pace. He's still going. Can he find a shot or maybe a pass? Jesus goes for the shot and saved again by Courtois. Silva will follow up and try and keep hold of this. Delph to go for a cross now. And that is not very good, but still nearly falls into the path of us because I think it takes a deflection. Gundogan ball through there to Jesus. It had to be a better pass than that. It was too close to the defender. Disappointing because he could have just played it straight forward and then we would have been through there. Okay, all three changes. Costa, Foden and Tosin all going to come on now. We're going to take off Maffeo, Malcolm and Bernardo Silva. Those guys could be off because they're quite tired. But obviously Maffeo's my only proper out-and-out right back at the moment since Kyle Walker's injured. Yeah, going to make some changes. I'm a little bit frustrated by the performance in general in this game. We obviously started off the second half well by scoring, but in general the performance has been pretty average and I hate average performances, so we are going to hopefully try and perk things up a little bit in the final 15 minutes or whenever the subs come on. Jesus ball through to Malcolm, a chance for a second, blocked by the defender. Sterling running forward, looking to try and create something still, but lacking options. Got to try and pass this around a little bit better. Oh, should have been on for the 1-2 there. Foden just turned our body the wrong way. Gundogan's trying to win it back and is still going, but then loses it again. Foden into Jesus, quick shot maybe. Blocked again. That's it, 1-0 it finishes. I'm actually glad that game's over. That tells you how painful it was to play. Really just a dull, boring game. Not a great game of football at all to play in, but it just got us through to the final Champions League. That's the most important thing. Didn't have to do a lot in the end, to be honest. Chelsea didn't look great. We didn't look great either, but we were just marginally better to get ourselves a 1-0 victory. 4-1 in aggregate, enough to get us into the final, but certainly not the spectacular performance I was hoping to get. Maybe in the next game. And also the final seems like it's against Tottenham at the moment, unless there's a second leg to be played still, but yeah, Tottenham beating Juventus 2-1. Transfer offer in here for Pablo Maffeo from Real Madrid, £17 million. He's my only right back that's not injured at the moment, so we are going to reject it. Again, not really interested in selling him either. He's doing a good job in game. I quite like him. It's a real good competition between him and Kyle Walker. He's also a younger player as well to come in once Kyle Walker does depart, if we were to continue playing it until that point. But yeah, Maffeo's a fantastic player, so no interest in selling him. Player returning for injury, Kevin De Bruyne. It's good to see him back, and that means we've got another player to add into the squad, and obviously high quality player that does influence the game a lot, so great to see him back. I don't know if we'll be back for this next game though, probably for a game after that I'd imagine. £7.5 million to get into the Champions League final, that's good. We are going to, I think, sim this game against Burnley now, so a couple more games left of the season. We've got Burnley to sim, Villa to sim, playing West Ham so we can lift the trophy, and then playing Liverpool as well in today's episode. So quite a lot more to do still. Let's sim the next two games. Okay, let's sim the game against Burnley. This is the team going to go with Edison, Otamendi, Kompany, Hernandez, Zinchenko, Douglas Luiz, Fred, Foden, Messi, Jesus and Bernardo Silva all starting. Let's see how we get on with that. Otamendi at right back, a little bit different, but we needed someone to go play there because Maffeo is obviously not playing at the moment, just going to be rested, a little bit tired from the last game. Hernandez gets himself an injury, Stones comes on to replace him. Stones was supposed to be resting this game, but whatever. Mbappe's come on as well. 20 minutes left, we'll skip. Finishes 0-0. Great. The max amount of points we can get now is 100, which is obviously what our target was, but yeah, a little bit disappointed to drop points there against Burnley. Player injured, Hernandez out for 7 days. He should be fine very, very soon, but another injury. On to the game against Villa now. This is the team going to go in. Edison, Maffeo, Tosin, Tar, Delph, Gundogan, Goretzka, Diaz, Sterling and Jesus, and obviously Malcolm also as a part of our front three as well. So we're going to go with that. Hopefully a good enough team to beat Aston Villa. Hope it is, to be honest. It's a very good side. Goretzka scores, makes it 1-0, 29 minutes in. Approaching half-time, still remains 1-0. And into the second half, we'll skip and finishes 3-0. Goretzka gets a second. Mbappe comes off the bench and gets a third for us. So happy with that. Gets us 3 points against Villa and puts us on track for 100 points. Obviously, that's down to us really when we play West Ham in the next game in 4 days' time as to whether we get 100 points this season. But it will be nice to try and do that. I've also got to submit the squad for the England. I think it's 2020 Euros, is that, I think? Something like that. That's this summer, so I'm going to submit my squad now. This is the squad I'm going to go with. We're going with 2 goalkeepers, a little bit unrealistic, but we are going to do that anyway, just to kind of free up another space, because we could do with it. We're going with 5 centre-backs, 2 right-backs. Kyle Walker's going to be not included. I thought he'd recovered. We'll have Kieran Trippier instead, replace him. We've also got Danny Rose, Luke Shaw, Klein and other players as well. That's our defence we've got, and this is the midfield as well. Dele Alli, Rashford, Barkley, Henderson, Wilshere. Also Chamberlain, Redmond comes in, got decent stats, so I thought I'd include him. And Foden also in there as well. Harry Kane is going to be fine, so luckily. We've got Sterling, Abraham and Collins as the other strikers as well. So that's what I've gone with. Seems a little bit strange, Abraham, but it actually looks quite good stats-wise. And it's one of our better strikers from the options. So pretty happy to submit that. Seriously, I can't submit Harry Kane because he's out for 4 days. Was it Collins who's out for 7 weeks? I forgot about that. Okay, Danny Welbeck will come in with us then. And I still can't submit because Harry Kane's out for 4 days. Really? What's wrong with that? It's 4 days. Fine, then I'll go Solanke then, if Harry Kane can't be picked, which is frustrating because he's going to be fine for the tournament quite clearly. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe we try resubmitting in 4 days' time, but I think that's the final squad, to be honest. So, a bit gutted about that. Wanted Harry Kane there, obviously. On to this game now against West Ham to finish off the Premier League season. This is obviously the game where afterwards we will lift the Premier League title. So, going with Ederson starting in goal, Maffeo Company at the back for the captaincy, obviously, and to be able to lift the title at the end of the game, as long as he gets to the end of the game. Stones and Mendy, who actually returns from injury as well, also playing defence. Goretzka, De Bruyne and Foden in midfield. De Bruyne is being risked for some reason. Not really too sure why I've done that, because obviously we want to have him in the cup final. And in fact, we want to have a lot of these players in the cup final. Do I change it even more than this? Yeah, I'll start that again. Ederson, Maffeo, Company, Stones, Dell, Fred, Foden, Douglas Luiz, Bernardo Silva, Aguero and Messi all starting. This is the bench I've gone with. Otamendi, Mendy, Vieira, De Bruyne, Zinchenko, Jesus and Mbappe all on there. Let's crack on the game, try and get ourselves a victory. Obviously we want to try and get 100 points from the season. Currently on 97, a win here would get us on 100. Can we do that to end the season? Let's see. Okay, we go for this game against West Ham. Let's try and end the Premier League season on a high here by getting ourselves a victory so that we can obviously lift the trophy on a win. That's obviously what you want to try and do, but if that's not the case, then it does make you look a little bit stupid. But hopefully we can win. Let's find out anyway. Have made a few changes, obviously, but still should be enough to win. Fred. Inside there. It's a brilliant pass, but I actually wasn't expecting it to find him, to be honest. I was meant to go to Aguero, not Bernardo Silva. Good chance here for West Ham. Stones just about gets in the way. Panics for a second. Good counter-attack though. Phil Foden. Oh, it's Bernardo Silva. He's going to come inside onto his left foot. Maybe go for a shot. Oh, rubbish. Should do better there. Great chance. Still going. Saved. And has to be cleared away. Aguero onto Phil Foden. Phil Foden still going. Turning and shooting. Saved easily and cleared away. Is it half-time already? Oh, Jesus. It's 0-0. Wow, that first half has gone very quick. I'm actually getting a little bit tired, to be honest, in this game because it's not the most lively of matches again. Frustrating, similar to the Chelsea game. We've had more chances this time round, but no, we haven't. I just can't believe how few opportunities we've created. It just doesn't seem the same sort of performance from us. I understand, obviously, we've made a lot of changes to the team, but yeah, it's just not being particularly exciting. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It seems like I've had a little bit of a dip in performance, I'd say, in today's episode. Probably down to the changes we've made in the team, but also just think in general, a little bit of a dip, which is usual to get during a season. We've actually been very consistent, though, throughout the whole of the season. So for me, I think this is probably our first little time where we've looked sort of not as good in a couple of games. We've also conceded as well, just a couple of minutes into the second half. Not good. Lanzini scores it and West Ham winning the game 1-0. Okay, first two changes, Mbappe and Otamendi both gone. We're going to take off Maffeo and Messi. We're going to move Foden onto the left-hand side, Bernardo Silva around the right-hand side, and we'll go with that. We're only 10 minutes into the second half, so nothing major, but yeah, I just wanted to make the changes early to try and influence the game if possible. Let's see how we get on. We need to score 2 goals to win the game now. Delph coming forward, going to need some support here, and he hits it a bit bizarrely, to be honest. It's also off target, so yeah, pretty pathetic. Final change, Jesus to come on, we're going to take off Foden, change things around a little bit. Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side, Jesus up front, and Aguero at centre attacking mid with Mbappe on the right-hand side. I think this could work a little bit better. It's just whether we've got the time now to be able to find 2 goals. That's going to be the tougher thing. Hopefully we do, but yeah, we'll be a little bit gutted to end on a loss here. Also, it was after the 100 points as well, which would be nice. Oh, save by Ederson. Shouldn't be allowed to happen. Corner to defend, 15 minutes to go. And we look more likely to concede than score at the moment, which is annoying. Complete wrong end of the pitch. Get attacking. Jesus, you have to bring this forward. Come on. This is the substitution I didn't want to have to make, but I've had to anyway to spark some life into us. Looking for Aguero with the pass. That's much better. Aguero has to return the favour into Jesus, and that's the equalising goal. That's a brilliant counter-attack. Jesus scores at 13 minutes left to get ourselves a winner now. That's a great one, but get the ball. Get the ball. Let me skip as well. We're running out of time. Okay, 1-1. Can we get ourselves a winner here? I want the 100 points. Chance for Mbappe to run across the box here. Now into Bernardo Silva to shoot and saved by the goalkeeper. Was he offside there? Oh, must have been a really quick movement from the defence going forward there, because he was onside at one point anyway, but given off eventually. 2 minutes to go. I don't think we're going to quite be able to get the 100 points now. Unless we can do something here into Aguero. Oh, what a finish that is. Sergio Aguero's done it in the 89th minute, maybe even the 90th, but there we go. Sergio strikes from range and it's just all worked out very, very nicely for us late on here. Unbelievable stuff. Didn't think it was going to happen at all. The goalkeeper messes it up though. He plays it straight to us from the free kick, gives us possession straight away, and then Jesus gets control of it and plays it into Aguero. Just hits it first time. It's a big risk to take, but we have no other options, and it's flown in the back of the net. 2-1, and that should give us the 100 points now, ending on a win, and hopefully Vincent Kompany to lift the league title as well as our captain. What a strike that is. Can we hold on for the final minute or so? Chance for West Ham very late on. Oh, it's come from nothing. What a save there by Ederson. Unbelievable how they've suddenly just opened up our defence. It's purely our fault though. I don't know what's going on defensively there. And it's a very strange corner. Mbappe should have marked him better. That's offside. We'll happily take that. It's got to be it, ref. Got to be it. It is. There we go. We've managed to win the league title. Obviously, we've won it previously, but we managed to end the season on a win as well. I don't know where we've managed to pull that from, because we were all over the place in that game. Our attack was not good at all. The substitutions helped massively. Obviously, Jesus coming on was basically the changing point for us with 15 minutes left. And we've managed to get ourselves the victory that we really wanted. Hopefully, it's us going to be lifting the league title. I thought it was, but actually, they're walking off the pitch. Maybe we've already lifted it then. I've not realised. Okay. Then we've obviously the Premier League title lifted, and I started Kompany without actually needing to. Bit strange. Maybe they must have lifted it another time. I thought you lifted it on the last day of their season. I'd have suspected that they'd usually have done it when you actually win the league title officially, like mathematically, but I don't think they actually do, so I'm not really too sure when they do lift the league title, if they do. But anyway, Malcolm takes top goal scorer as well in the Premier League, which is good to see. I think we've got a top goal scorer in every competition, which is pretty impressive, and tells you how much we've dominated across all competitions so far this season. But yeah, very happy that that's happened. We've also supposedly still got another game to play in today's episode. I don't know whether we'll have enough time for that, to be honest. It's gone on a little bit longer than I expected. £173 million winning the league title. That's very good for us, although we don't actually see it, unfortunately. And we will do some player drills. Yeah, I don't think we've quite have enough time for that final against Liverpool. Today's episode's been a little bit longer, with obviously seeing some games as well as playing quite a few. And yeah, a little bit disappointing performances, not going to lie, but we managed to eventually pull something out of the bag in that last game. Yeah, so I think just about run out of time for today's episode, unfortunately. The Liverpool game obviously will be next episode. That's obviously the FA Cup final for us to play, as well as another final, the Champions League final against Tottenham. So, two interesting finals for us to play. They're maybe not the sort of teams you'd expect. Maybe obviously Liverpool in this final, but Tottenham in the Champions League final is a little bit unexpected. And then we do have obviously some games as well in the European Championships. This is the group stage where we have Sweden to play, Romania and Spain. So Spain obviously one of the tougher teams there, but Sweden and Romania we should be okay with. But yeah, I think we will play that tournament, to be honest, to maybe end the series on. It depends. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do I continue the series into another season, or do I end it and try and move on to something else? I think I'm tempted to end it. You know, I've done 60-odd episodes, so it's quite a nice point to end at, but let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I think just if we win everything this season, then almost becomes like a little bit pointless, because we have won everything in one season. So anyway, I'll read your comments in the comment section below and see what you guys think. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.